Hey guys, Nick Ringus here. Good morning. It's Tuesday, almost hump day. We got a big storm here in New York, in Westchester County. Just when I thought winter was over and we're getting closer to golf season, we get hit with a storm. But good news is it'll probably melt in a day or two, so it's not the end of the world. Just a quick update on where we are with the great game of business in our agency, what we've been working on in Q1, and just where we are in general right now with the great game of business. So the two biggest things are mini games and our scoreboards. That's what we've been working on most. The mini game was in sales and marketing, and it was called Fishing for Clients. The theme was to obviously fish for appointments. Every time we got an appointment, we put it on the board as a fish sticker. I have the scoreboard here. Hold on. I didn't think I was going to show it again, but here's the scoreboard. It's pretty big. It's a physical scoreboard, and in the middle is where we put stickers for every appointment that we get. Here we have our kind of lines in the water showing the different methods or ways in which we get leads. So now we have 6 lines in the water. We're getting appointments more and more regularly. A lot of good things have happened from this mini game. The team that's playing the mini game is really excited, and we're pushing towards the end of the quarter. If we get gold, which is 30 sales appointments, we win. Each person gets a trophy with their name engraved on it, literally a fishing trophy. And it was interesting to see because of all the good things that have come out of it. We only had maybe one source of good leads beforehand, and we were focused on the source that we thought would bring in good clients, which was cold emails and outbound calls. So I guess there's 2 sources, but they're all one list of people that we were contacting. Now we have that, but we also have LinkedIn outreach. We don't usually do outbound calling anymore unless they've contacted us and we're trying to schedule a call. But we have LinkedIn outreach, our newsletter, SEO, PPC, cold email, and there's one other. But we have 6 basic lines in the water or sources of leads now, which we didn't have before. We had maybe 1 or maybe 2 before this game started. So that was a huge impact that the game had on our company. And really proud to say now we have leads coming in every week from multiple sources. And what that allows us to do is it allows us to look at each lead source and to see which one is performing, bringing us clients that we want, and which one isn't. It's also allowing us to hone in our message. We're seeing a lot more people. We're talking to a lot more people, getting more at bats. So we're able to see what the market is saying about our services and about our competition, and how they feel with our services and with the solution in the marketplace right now. It's also allowing us to look at each source and say, okay, we're getting the most leads from this source, but not the most appointments. So a lot of people are raising their hands saying they're interested, but not as many people are setting up appointments. So something in the messaging of that particular source is not working, so we need to tweak it. And it's allowing us with all these different opportunities to kind of know where to hone our efforts and what to work on next, what to improve that will have the greatest impact, very specifically in sales and marketing and on having more appointments and more at-bats. All right, and now on to scoreboards. So up until this year, we had basically our one overarching financial scoreboard, which was mostly our P&L, a couple of balance sheet items, and we had our plan for each month, or our budget, if you will. We'd like to call it a plan. And each week we would forward forecast what the month would look like for each line item. That was our basic scoreboard, the one overarching scoreboard that we had. Now we have 2 more scoreboards live and more coming, but the ones that we have live are sales and marketing, where we track each lead source, how many outbound messages are going out, how many people are reaching out saying they're interested, how many appointments are set, kept, canceled, how many contracts are out, how many clients we're closing from each source. So we're getting a lot of very good data, and that, even more specifically than the mini game, is allowing us to focus in on what's working, what's not, what we need to fix and improve. The other scoreboard that we have is our SEO scoreboard. We have an SEO team, and we have a scoreboard there that looks at different drivers, different activities that we're doing to help these sites get more traffic from different places. And we're also seeing lag measures as well, or results as well, like traffic value, how much the traffic would cost if we bought it in Google AdWords. And that too is allowing us to see what's working and what's not, but also to see if there's a problem with a site. Like if a site has, really poor site health for some reason, all of a sudden has a bunch of errors, we can go in and fix those. So this scoreboard also is giving us a lot of clarity and telling us what to focus on next. And it's driving our strategy for SEO. It's helping us come up with different ideas as to what we should be focusing on, and what not to be focusing on. So it really gives us insane clarity like we've never had before. The next scoreboards up are going to be for content. Like I said in another video, we already have a tracking sheet for content that tracks the process start to finish. But we don't really have an overarching scoreboard that says, how many pages were published, how many words published, how many words in editing, things like that. So we want to come up with a scoreboard for that department. And the last two will be design and development. Same thing there. We have a tracking sheet that tracks those processes, but not an overarching scoreboard to kind of dictate what we focus on. All right. Guys, that's where we are so far. That's where we are right now with the Great Game of Business at our agency, focusing on mini games and scoreboards. And I think you can see how much progress we've made based on the clarity and based on those two things in the Great Game of Business. And I think it'll only get better as time goes on. As we play more and more mini games, we'll get better at it. And as we have scoreboards throughout the company, we'll have even more clarity and know what we're doing even further. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Remember, as always, people support what they help create. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or comments. And until next time, thanks for watching.